I'm looking for a stick of glue.
Glue.
What do I do with it?
Stick of glue.
I think it's in here. Oh, what do I do with it?
Okay. How do you do this?
This. The thing is, it bothers me because the camera on the wiggly thing is looking for me, and yet the camera recording on the phone is over there. So I've always got this looking space here. So if I was looking in that direction, it'd be okay, but because the way I'm sitting on the table is arranged, it's better to sit that way. So now you've got all this empty space. Now I could put pictures up there or something, but a slideshow. Right, we have... This is my sewing project. It's my next sewing project. This is a paddle that's going to have maroon batter on there. And it's inside out at the moment because I haven't sewn it. That's my sewing box. You know, I could fill up that. I could fill up... Oh, I know we've got an upside down bear on there now. You know, I could fill up this area of this. It just bothers me. There just seems to be a large blank area. We need a Christmas tree. We're not going to have a Christmas tree. We're not going to have a Christmas tree here. Right. I've been meaning to do these for a while. I was going to do these in the car. These are some of my fictional characters which I made for the other videos I'm doing, the other range of videos. But because I've been wanting to use them for explanations when I'm in the car doing car videos, I printed them out. And these are offcuts from my cards. Over the years when I've been making cards, I've been keeping the offcuts. When I got them in the slicing machine. I got piles of these, So what I'm going to do, I'm going to stick them on the back and use them so I could demonstrate. Thing is, they're a bit flimsy, so I bought a pile of them and I'm going to stick them together. 2 of these are longer than the others. Okay. Yes, they're all slightly different lengths because they're different. So this is a problem. You get different size cards and different envelopes and different suppliers of cards and envelopes and plastic packets over the years, and so your offcuts are not going to be exactly the right size. They're all going to be slightly different. Where's my? This is. So if we try and chop these to the same length. There we go. Try and chop them to reasonably the same length. So in the past, I'd probably want to measure them and make sure they're exactly the same. But no, we've got to be less... What's the word? It doesn't matter. Anyway, I've got a new stick of glue. Yeah, in this country, we call these glue sticks by the brand name. But this is not... Sometimes you can get no-name brand ones, so we'll still call it the same thing. But I'm not going to mention the brand name. Just, you know, if I'm putting this video in public, let's not mention the brand name. Yes, and you might notice that some of these cards are slightly different shades of white. Look at that. Look at that. I don't know if it's coming out in camera, but the shades are different. This one's grey. I rejected a year's batch. I've got loads of this card here unused in the house because it wasn't white enough. Because I rejected the whole batch. I couldn't send it back because it was a massive batch. I just didn't... it's too much to send back because it's a massive box. So I've got loads of cards, and that's why I'm printing these on this. So they're not on perfectly white card. It's slightly grey card, but it's shiny on one side, and it wasn't meant to be shiny on one side and smooth on rough on the other. It wasn't meant to be like that. But they print really well. They print really well. They do print really well. It's a problem when I was making cards. You got, you know, you order card one way, you order card the other, and it's not the same. It's not perfect. Oh, it's just got frustrating. In order to make these a bit stiffer, I'm going to try sticking 2 together. Is it better to stick the rough sides together? See, this one's more or less the same on both sides, and this one's got a rough and a smooth side because different cards. Right, I haven't used one of these for years, and I've used no-name brand ones, and no-name brand ones tend to be really terrible. Tend to be really bloody awful. I just get that out of there. It's like a chapstick. Go right to the edge. So I'm doing this on my board. I should do it put it on there so it doesn't dry out. And the idea is just make it a bit stiffer. Yeah, it seems to work. It seems to work. It seems to work. Right. I don't want to. I don't want to. So I got my. Oh. Right. I don't want to get glue on there and stick this together. Got glue on there already. Yeah, I did another video about my physical endurance chart, and I don't think I've put it out yet. I finished my tea. Let's put my sewing back up there. I'll talk a bit about the characters. So we've done that one. So if I put the glue on here, so I'll use the outside of my yeah, it's a bit stiff. That'll work. So I don't know, like with the videos of these characters, the idea is their profiles don't change depending on the video I've done, and depending on so it's a new scenario every single video I do. They're just random AI generated characters. I know you can argue whether that was the right thing to do or not, but I could make my own characters, but it's simply going to take too long when I can do this in seconds. And they're reasonably good. They're reasonably good. They're reasonably good. So we got. They're just extremes of personalities of normal people. They represent different personalities in different scenarios. This is a fictional celebrity that I've got plans to use in some videos as well. Her name's Toiler Swoofed. Sorry, when I come up with that, it was so funny. I just giggle. So you just giggle to yourself for an hour. Stupid. It's brilliant. Bonnie, Freya, Frank, Bob. So is that stiff enough? That's not coming apart. Go right to the edge, maybe. Gotta make sure you go right to the edge and it sticks to your fingers. I don't have my chopping board here, but my mother's. Otherwise, I might cut the edges and try and get them actually perfect, because some of them have got the little, it's like the printing from when I've made the cards. You know, the glue stuck on the back. Because I go into the edge on these, I got glue on my board, glue on my fingers as well. So I'll wait for that to dry for a bit on there. So hang on, how many have we got? 1, 4. We've got to do one more. Yeah, I've got some glue on my clipboard, so I'll wait for that to dry. I did some bears yesterday. Did some little. You probably can't see the colours, but they're pink. They're pink and blue, and I did that as part of a voluntary thing. We're making. I'm trying to get myself outside the house. You know, trying to take part in things, and there's a volunteer group that makes creative things for charity, and they have these bears. So I was colouring the wooden bears, like little balsa wood bears, laser cut bears, and they'll be given out to charity. That's what I was doing yesterday. See, look, it's me saying don't put brand names on there, and I got the glue stick. I've got a sewing class this morning, so I'll be going to. So I was showing off that on the sewing class. And here's my tetrahedron now, which I've done months ago. I'm really proud of this. I'm really proud of this little tetrahedron. So I've made another, but it wasn't as good as this one. It's blue and green. What's the colour? Because I'm trying to fill up this space on the blue and green. Let's do another one, because we've done the 5 then. And we'll stick the. If this doesn't work, I may have to change the way the characters are printed or something. So the way I'm doing these videos with the characters, or so far, is that we'll do scenarios. We'll describe a scenario, describe the characters, and then ask people questions to so that people can make their own opinions of what would happen in the scenarios, and I'll make it more complicated over the videos I've got planned. The thing is, a lot of people have a lot of different opinions on what, and the idea is to get people to question their opinions on the situation, whether they think it, because I think the way society thinks and what's morally right may be different in depending on the situation. And the idea is to get people to question. I mean, I got my personal campaign is to try and get people to be more willing to talk about thoughts and feelings. But I know a big reason why people don't talk about thoughts and feelings is because they'll only be criticised by society. And so everyone just feels unhappy. Right, Bob. Should we do Bob first? So is that strong enough? I mean, it's definitely not as wiggly as it used to be. What is it? I mean, I got more here. We could stiffen it up a bit more. Stiffen them up a bit more. Should we stick a third on just to be safe? Yeah, we stick a third on to be safe. This glue is going down faster than I thought it would. It was more expensive than I thought it would be as well. I've used cheap, no-name sticks of glue like this before, and they haven't worked at all. They've just been absolutely useless. Alright, let's do another. So that's the pile of threes, this is the pile of stacks of twos, and these are the ones. Right, so ones, twos, threes. So take one of the twos, take one of the ones, take the two, glue it, and take that, and stick that on there. And go another three. So talking about love and limerence, I think I need to make a documentary, don't I? There's a similar style to what I'm doing with these. I need to make a documentary and say what the benefits are of people being more open about their thoughts and feelings, and why they should not be, I don't like the word should, well, they must not be criticised by society. And even if people disagree with them, disagree with their thoughts or feelings, or don't think they should be thinking that. Again, I'm using the word should. I hate the word should. Then you have no right, because everyone's allowed to have an opinion. Everyone's allowed to have emotions. But society doesn't think that way, does it? You get these memes about positivity. Yeah. Society doesn't follow their teachings, follow the what's being taught, what's being conveyed, the concepts in memes. No positivity memes. Society doesn't follow don't put the brand name forward, put the brand name that way. So I've got two videos with these characters, three actually, because one of them I can split into two or three, which I've been writing. I'm scared to put them out because a lot of people in society would disagree and be really, cancel culture these days. Even though the statements I make in the videos, I think, needs discussion. Because I think, what am I going to say? The thought just come into my head is someone saying, men need to be free to show their emotions, and then when someone shows their emotions, the same person is going to say, no, not like that. I've got a bit of glue on my fingers. A bit of glue. What can I do this? I need scrap paper I can Good. I could just let's put it on a bit of spare cardboard there. Because this is just spare cardboard I got on me. There you go, and that's going to be stuck together. It just gets everywhere. It's just a glue stick. Now I've got this. Now I've got random bits of cardboard stuck together. Yeah, I've got footage. I've got pachinko footage I got a few weeks ago. I haven't done anything with that yet. And the amount of work and projects I've got going on at the moment, it's ridiculous. Yeah, I've applied for a teaching course which starts 12 days' time. I'm scared of doing that. I'm scared of doing it. Biggest challenge of my life? No, not the biggest challenge of my life. I've had some huge challenges, but this is a big challenge for me and a big immediate challenge for me. I don't know, I can argue that forever because all the big challenges I've had have been big challenges, but this is... I'm not talking very well at the moment because I haven't got an aim with this talk. All I want to do is just... The most important thing to do right now is stick these together. Stick these together, but I'm just waiting for the glue to set, that's all. You know, I could just stop the video and then come back to this. I'm going to grab another cup of tea. I think these are set a bit more. It's still sticky. So, alright. Let's choose a spot that doesn't have any problems. Right. Toilet's going first. Nope, we're going to try Bob first. Try Bob first. Where's Bob? So how are we going to do this? Oh, should I measure it first so they're at the same... I can always cut them. Should I measure it first? Well, I can give that a bit longer. Right. Should we measure them first? I'll put a little mark at 15 centimetres, but then there's not going to be much to hold on to. So 13 centimetres. Do this there. Bob. Because there you go, there's Bob. There you go. And then I can hold them up in a car and I'll say, this is Bob. And he's going to do, or he thinks in a certain way or says a certain thing. And in this scenario, and I could be explaining scenarios in the car when I'm doing the car videos. It's okay. It's okay, isn't it? Bonnie. Yep. Bonnie. Right, we've got some toast. Someone grab some toast. My mother made me some toast, so I had a break. So we've got 3 more characters to do. I'm not feeling very good. I'm not feeling very well. And we've got my heart. It's the thing about limerence, and just get feelings for them all the time. It affects me doing any sort of everyday tasks, and just got overwhelming upset. Just got a feeling of overwhelming upset. It just comes every day. You're just desperate just to meet someone and talk to them. The feeling of loneliness. Toiler.
It's usually me when I do the rubbish. I haven't got my proper shoes on. Never mind. Yes, this.
There you go, there's the 5 characters. And I'll wait for that to dry. There's Bob and Bonnie, the first 2 we did. And Bonnie. And Bonnie. Bob's got more headroom than Bonnie. Does that matter? Oh, we could cut him down. There we go. Bob and Bonnie. Think they look good together? I think they'll look good together. There's Toiler. The other 2 what was it? There you go. Toiler. Okay. And there's the other 2. There's Frank and Freya. Okay, that's all done. That's all done. So there they are. That's all I made this video for, just so I get these out. Plus I just got feelings in my heart, that's all. Turn off.